Hi, my name is Angela Tsuboi. I'm a software developer and cybersecurity researcher, and I've been coding for 10 years now. My job is writing code for a lot of different startups and companies. Currently, I'm focusing on writing aerospace cybersecurity solutions and conducting research for NASA. The main reason I enjoy programming is because of the ability for me to build solutions that help other people across the world using my skill sets and help solve pressing problems. My first introduction to coding was when I was 7 years old. I took a basic programming class in my school, and the first thing I coded was a very basic maze game I made with a couple of friends. And from there, I just took my passion for programming and software development further by enrolling in other classes and making more projects. A couple of projects I developed in high school include a CPR teaching aid, which provides haptic feedback for people who want to learn more about resuscitation. I also built a couple of cybersecurity programs, one including a AI radar detection system, specifically for airplanes, that detects for aircraft spoofing by ground-based hackers. I also developed a satellite tracking tool for aerospace researchers. And currently, I'm developing a tsunami detection buoy in order to fight the cost of current tsunami detection systems. The main languages I use for my general programming work is either Python or C for cybersecurity. I also use a little bit of Golang. For app development and mobile development, I'm usually switching between Ionic and React Native for cross-hybrid applications. I also use Swift, and in terms of front-end and web development, I usually use programming languages like JavaScript and TypeScript alongside frameworks like Angular. I grew up in Los Angeles, and I just had a normal education. Although I was accelerated in some regards like computer science, I spent a lot of my free time focusing and honing in on my programming and engineering skills, so that most of my knowledge was mostly accrued by teaching myself through either books or online resources and developing my skill set and applying it through projects and work that I picked up on the side. The moment I realized I really enjoyed programming was when I was observing a couple of peers of mine writing websites and deploying it on their computers, and they would talk about all their different projects and share with their community and have people all around the world use their software, and seeing the potential that web applications and mobile applications had at the time to impact so many different people just from your own computer and writing code and programs was really fascinating to me. And I really wanted to be part of that movement and write code in order to help better other people and better humanity. I started independently contracting for companies, especially with startups, when I was 13 years old. My first job was with a software solutions company, and I was building the backend of their software business infrastructure. And it was really interesting working that young. I remember I had to attend business meetings during lunch hours at my school, which was a little bit different from what other kids were doing at the time. I felt like I had to be a lot more mature than the kids around me in order to fit into that environment. And sometimes I would lie about my age and tell them I was a lot older than I was, and I would pull it off just by the way I acted. And it's helped me a lot throughout my career, just being able to act maturely in front of my peers. I was always proactive about building technology for the betterment of others, and I saw working for startup companies especially was a great avenue for me to get my software out there in the hands of as many people as possible. I was able to work with aerospace companies, I was able to work with biotech companies, I was able to work with business-focused solutions companies. Being able to have that breadth of knowledge was really helpful. However, being young, you do face some challenges with maintaining a work-life balance. For me was really difficult because not only was I attending school every day, I also had to be responsible for getting work done on time and also managing a personal life as well. The main piece of advice I would give to someone my age would be to be curious about the world and be perceptive about the problems in the world, and find ways you can apply your passions and your hobbies, or your skill sets to tackle that problem or make an initiative against it.